money. Money, money, money. Crazy about my money.
And you could start making money right now. You don't have to wait. So we're in Halloween, right? Right now it's October 15th, and we always want to be looking at what's next because people buy either evergreen products or they buy seasonal products. So right now the season that comes next is Halloween. So you don't always have to sell on Etsy or Amazon to make money. You could also sell on Facebook Marketplace. You could put it in front of your home and show your neighbors. The important thing is that you make money with your hobby and you start paying off that machine little by little. So I was on my way to the shop today and I saw some people decorated on Halloween. So that automatically gave me a new idea. So let's get to it. Okay, so the material we're going to be using is a PVC sheet. I like to reuse all my wasted materials, whatever it's left over from the other projects I use. So I cut out this designs for some client, and this sheet is what's left over. You could use it in 3/4, 1/2 inch. The good thing about PVC is that it's outdoor grade, so it could rain, it could snow, it could basically be outdoors, and it's drought resistant. So I'm in Puerto Rico. We use a lot of PVC out here. In the States, I know it's a little harder to find, but I know it's in Home Depot. So let's get to it. Okay, so basically we're gonna be doing Halloween decor. So I think the ghosts, since they're white, it's gonna be the easiest for us to do. So I'm just gonna grab a couple ideas. Ghost SVG. And I'm gonna try to make like 3 different kinds of ghosts. So I mean, if you're gonna sell it, you're gonna have to buy the file. I could put the link of where I'm. Oh, this is free. Okay, this one's better. So I'm gonna make them about maybe this high. You could make them whatever how you want. This is about 30 inches. So I'm gonna be making these. No, this won't work. I'm gonna be. Let me put free SVG. So I'm gonna be doing. Okay, whenever you go grab it, you put tools and you in the size you put a large, and then it'll come. I mean, these are for personal use. If you're gonna be using them, you have to like pay it. I'm just gonna show you the process. So I get it here. I crop the image, and then I'll just image trace this image, and after image trace, I'll expand it. And basically I want on the direct selection tool, which is this one, I'm gonna want to and just grab like the middle of the white because I don't want the black. So I'll just grab this, and grab this. The other things, I'll delete them. Now I'll use the selection tool or just press the V. And these are the 3 of them. I'm gonna ungroup them. I'm gonna put them basically one beside the other. And I'm gonna make them as high as I want. So if I'm gonna use that panel, I'm gonna wanna use 48 inches as my width because I like making the best use of my material. So basically, I'm gonna be using these and I'm gonna be putting it here, 48, 36. Okay, so I'm gonna change the color so you can see it. And then I'll just save the project. And I'll put ghosts. Now we go into Aspire. And Aspire is Aspire is gonna be the program we use to tell the CNC which of the bits it's gonna use for which of the paths. So it's basically the CAM software. We're gonna open it first, and now I'm gonna explain to you how we're gonna do it. Since we're using the sheet, which is like this, it's already used over here. I'm just gonna program it for me to see the whole sheet. So the width is gonna be 48 and the height is gonna be 96 inches because I have it in inches. The thickness is gonna be 0.50, which is a half-inch sheet I'm gonna be using. And I'm gonna tell the machine to start on the right lower hand side. So I don't want any offsets. So I'm gonna select these and I'm gonna put them in the middle. I'm just gonna put a line selected and press this one so I know they're in the middle. And just put them a little bit on the top. So I'll just select these and I'm gonna be using a profile toolpath. In my case, I have an automatic tool changer, which I gotta always assign which tool goes into which position. So since it's PVC, we're gonna be using basically what's called an O-flute bit, which I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the O-flute bit, which is the bit that's recommended for plastics. It basically has only one spiral, and this makes the cut go like really smooth on the on the sides, so you don't have to make anything after it's cut. If you use another bit, an upcut or a downcut, depending on which one you use, it's gonna leave like marks. So I don't want that. I'm gonna be making this on one pass because it's basically easy. I'm gonna put screws on the sides and I'll just cut it. So my cut depth it's 0.53. I like to go a little bit deeper than what's supposed to. And I'll select the tool, which is a 1/8 inch. This goes 226. This goes 226 inches per minute, and the plunge rate is 70 inches per minute. So I'll just say okay to that, and then I'll put in the pass depth, which is 0.53. You could use whatever you feel comfortable with. So basically, it's gonna start here. It's gonna start here inside, here, then it's gonna cut. Since I selected it all and put on the outside, it understands that this cut is gonna be on the inside. So don't worry. And then this one is gonna be on the outside. So I'll just proceed to save it and we're good to go. I'm gonna be screwing in just to make sure, because since I put an aggressive cut of 0.53 per pass, I just want to be comfortable that it doesn't move. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the air compressor. Okay, so we're gonna be setting the machine on the X and Y coordinates, and then we're gonna be also probing. So I like to probe not on the corner, I like to probe over here, just to make sure. So this is basically telling the machine how thick this is. And I told the machine to start from here. This is 0 to 0.53 inches on the Z plane, which is this vertice. So it already has all the coordinates. I'm gonna load up the file. And we're gonna go. It's gonna change bits because That's not the bit it's gonna be using. So it's gonna be using a 1/8 inch bit, which is tool number 2. Well, this is definitely one of the best things about having a tool changer. You don't have to manually do any of that, but it's not necessary.
Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Crazy about my money. Money, 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 money. Crazy about my money. Money, money, money. Crazy about my money. Crazy.
So as you can see, okay, so as you can see, the cut came out good. I don't know if you could see it over there. I mean, it's basically sharp. This depends on the material hardness, which in this case, this is 0.47, the density, 0.47. So basically we got 1, we got 2, we got 3 little goals. It came out in basically 1 minute and 59 seconds, which isn't that bad. You could probably fit like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 set of these on a sheet, and these sell on Etsy for like $50. So my cost is like really low because the PVC sheet I bought is like $30 for the 1/2-inch plywood. So if you could fit like 6 of these, it's like $6 for each set. You're selling them at $50 and you're making a nice profit. The only thing you gotta do is maybe do 2 passes so the residue doesn't stick on the side, and then you would have to figure out like how to grab it on the ground. So there comes a little aluminum stake. You could put it and 2 screws on the back to hold a rod, and that could be one way. If not, you could just glue it on the wall or do whatever you want. The important thing is you already have these, and you could start making money right now. You don't have to wait. So if you want more videos like these, follow my channel, subscribe to it, please, and leave me a comment on what you think. Was this a cool project, or just give me another idea of another project I should do for you to see how I do it. So I'm gonna leave all the material I use on the description and the bits I use.